It's time. I get up. Shunguluza focus on people care. Shona stay focused. Opportunities gotta get this. Gotta fight
Out the Lucas, out the Lucas, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You know I'm the one. Go SABC 1, bafethu siyashisa kucimi giza. Igama umempelele shomo uhlela iSpani. Ngithi today bafethu we are staying current. Sanibona lapha emakhaya and a salute. Njengoba ke sihamba nehasta lethu. Pleasure Mathebula insizwa ke eyalinda kwaze kuba umzuzu ogcina ukuthi ikhethe ukuthi ifuna ungena komuphi umkhakha umiqeda umatric kodwa khona manje idedala ugesi bafethu njengoba ke iyoqedela imfundo zayo lapha njenge electrician bafethu uyongena ke endaweni yomsebenzi abahlangana naye sithi kumazi kangcono njengoba ngithi tshela ama hustlers zathathu shut up now the class is in session vumbu nangu pleasure.
Kunari umtsongo ene ri munhu wa swituta ani bayiza ndiva mali wona vanipa exikolweni ani munhu wa ku rhandza swilo ngopfu kahlaka wa a ku kuleni ka mina aba wa mina a tirha amayini a yi ni tshama a Khonuku a Mpumalanga ya tirha a Secunda event amayini se a ta liva ofini or ti-holiday vo Good Friday kwalano vona vhele ku kula na va u ya ri kule a swi tsakisi wa makuri loko u vona vana van'wanyana va ka vobava vona we wa navela wo so loko a vuyini a ni tsaka ngopfu mara ni ve ni tsaka loko se a kume a ndhawu ya ku ri ta tshama na hina sa va ni teka na makhwamina ya famba ya tshama na hina so sukusela nkarhi luwa since tshama na hina.
Loko ni ri ntirhweni a ni tshama ni karhi ni n'wi tsundzuka nkarhi hinkwawo tanihiloko a ri n'wana wa mfana a ri munhu wa ku sungula evuton'wini bya mina. Nkarhi wun'wana na wun'wana loko ni muka kaya a ni make sure swa ku ni fanele ni va ni ri na xilo lexi ni nga xi tamela ni ya na n'wi nyika xo as a present.
Xikolweni ni sungule a preschool leyi a Khonuku la ni tshama kona a xikolo a ni xi rhandza ngopfu makulu a xikolweni ku na vo hlangana na vatsongwana van'wanyani matlanga va vona mathicara va mi dyondzisa swa nyuwani loko u vuya andlwini u byela vatswari va wena swa ku hayi namuntlha hi dyondze hi xo karhi swa swi tsakisa vhele kona ku ya preschool wa ha ri n'wana makuru kota ku tlanga.
Loko a fika ka grade 1 hi la nga sungulaka ku endla milandzu a lwa na swifanyetana leswi a dyondza na swo xikolweni se u kuma leswaku a mathicara ma tisa mapapila ya ku hi fanele hi ya le ya vulavula a nandzu wa yena. After 2 months ta rin'wanyana papila ri vulavula swilo swa ku tani leswaku n'wana loyi wa hlupha la karhi la tlilasini hi tekela vanhu swikhafuthini.
Loko se ni ri ka grade 11 ni ve ni realize loko mina ni munhu wa ku rhandza ku tirha hi mavoko loko fana la ndlwini loko a ketlela yi onhakile a ni rhandza ku yi lunghisa loko a yi ni onhakile ni yi lunghisa se a ni lava ni nga hlaya swa ku mina mi more of a practical person munhu wa ku tirha hi mavoko ngopfu and then ni rhandza gezi ngopfu se ni ve ni lava ni ya ka inthaneti ni ya na le Joni ni ya searcha ku na yini na lexi ni nga xi dyondzaka
wa swi rhandza ku tirha hi mavoko. Loko ni tirha na wa ni landzelela ni tirhaka kona na loko ni lunghisa movha wa ta nkarhi a ta langutisa yini leswi endlaka kwalano nkarhi wun'wana wa khomakhoma na yena esungula sweswo a ha ri mutsongo a khomakhoma so a ni rhandzanga ku a tirha mayini a fana na mina
Grade 12 ya mina ni pase in 2009. During my grade 12 asen apply ka college ya Electrician vitiwa ki Central Johannesburg College. Asen apply tsalina ti psychometric test. So honestly I was already accepted during grade 11. No, grade 12 I mean, my grade 12 year. So the following year I know email the results then. So kumeni ka mina the results then ya le xikolweni ya register. A xikolo xa le college leti hi 2012 laha se ni nga graduate kona. A ku graduate ka mina hi 2012 swona swi tsakisa mara I had to look at the bright side na reality futhi yona ya kuma internship. A course leyi ni endlaka ya hlupha makuri ku lava ku kuma an apprenticeship first for 3 years, meaning that we have to go and study again for another 3 years. We isa hi company a xikolweni at a recognized training center la u nga ta fika u trade kona u endla trade test and qualify as an electrician or whatever trade that you were studying in college. So na swi tika because swi lula vele ku kuma an apprenticeship ka ti-company because va tele futhi vanhu lava aplayelaka tona u endleka mi apply mi ri 100 va lava 20 ntsena. So swi fika every day vela ni applya ni vutisela swa ku na ku na mi tiva kona lava lavaka ti-apprentice na mara hi ku fikeni ka October 2013 ni ni kuma an apprenticeship ka Western Area Local Municipality, which is recently called Randwest City Local Municipality. During my second year at municipality, I enrolled at Artisan Training Institute. ATI enrolled for a period of plus minus 9 months. It was divided into 3 sections. In August, ingweti leyi nga tsala hi yona trade test. Ingweti leyi nga qualify hi yona. Ni tested for 2 days. Se a ni tsake ngopfu vele na lava ni dyondza na vona kwalini la hi nga hlangana navo kwale training center na ti-instructor ta mina a ti tsake ngopfu vele. Vele vona a va na vele va tshembini swa ku vele ni ta pasa. Se amundzuku ni tlhelela kwale a ATI leyi ni nga dyondza kona for a final assessment swa ku vanhu va ta kota ku ni vona swa ku ni ta kota ku kuma ntirho. Because currently I can say that I'm gonna kuma a permanent job makuri na so ni intern kwale a ni tirha kwa municipality. So mundzuku na ku endla na assessment le ATI swa ku vanhu va ta kota ku ni vona swa ka electrician yi tirha njhani na swilo leswi swi endlaka.
Mundzuku loko a ya ATI ni lava siku ra yena ri famba kahle, ri va na mbuyelo lowunene. Loko na lava va n'wi lavaka va n'wi katsa kuma ntirho.
Loko no kuma ntirho ka mina swi nga vula swilo leswikulu ngopfu mara swi ta vula ku ri ni ta kota ku va pfuna la ndlwini na mina ni ta kota ku ti badalela for ti-course leti ni lavaka ku ti endla. Ni ta kota ku pfuna laha ni kotaka ku pfuna kona. So swi ta va swilo leswikulu ku huma ka evuton'wini bya mina. Na mina ni ta kota ku sungula family ya mina mara ku ri vhele I am not growing any younger.
Yeah, just gonna send the ATI for my interview. And if I could tell like I know, but I hope for the best. Same as what we from Makasle, one appointer or one recommended to a permanent position. So sure.
Good morning, Pleasure, and welcome to ATI.
Morning, sir.
I see you've applied for the mentorship program for the electrical trade.
Yes, I have.
Okay. Can you tell me a little bit more about yourself?
Okay, firstly, as we say, my name is Pleasure, my surname is Matebula. I'm from Western area. I came here for training last year and the previous year. I qualified last year in August.
Fantastic. Okay, good.
I'm officially an electrician now.
Okay, wonderful. Tell me, out of interest, what made you want to become an apprentice electrician and subsequently a qualified artisan?
Okay, really, I can say that I've always loved working with my hands. I'm a hands-on type of person. So even though I didn't know what field to follow after matric and stuff, but then I really did love electricity and working with my hands, fixing appliances. So I guess that drove me to actually choose this career path.
Tell me, how did you go about applying for your apprenticeship? Did you apply for it in advance or did you first go to college?
Oh, I first went to college first.
Okay.
I went to college for 3 years, and after I finished, I started applying for apprenticeships.
And Pleasure, how do you compare what you learned at college versus what you learned during the apprenticeship?
Okay, well, I can say at college, most of the time, they stick to the theory part of the trade. So there, you actually don't see the physical component or item of what you just read about. Okay. So, but then here, whatever you read about, then you do it practically at the same time. So whatever you study, then you do it practically.
Okay.
Yes, so that's the difference.
So the college seems to be more theoretical.
Yes.
And then the training part more practical.
More practical.
Okay, all right, good.
It's more important to have a practical of what you just learned or studied, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
And your practical exposure at the municipality, did that cover all aspects of the trade or just certain aspects?
Okay, well, I can say it doesn't really cover everything in whole because different companies work with different machinery and equipment and stuff. But I can say that it did cover about 70% of the trade.
Okay, that's good. Well, I think from here what we'll do is we'll take you out to the workshops. We'll introduce you to your mentor and you'll undergo some tasks. And from there we can then see how we go. Good, nice to meet you, Pleasure.
Thank you very much, likewise.
All the best.
Tseba di-skills tsa hao, talente, bokgoni le kgatlhego ya hao. Hobane seo se tla o supa direction e leng hore o tlameha ho nka hore o ska senya nako le tšhelete ya hao. Ene mahastlase ha le kgetha di-career, sheba tlhokahalo ya yona hore o kgone go itukisetsa di-option tse ding tse leng hore o ka di sebedisa kapa wa ihlophisetsa tsona ho sebedisa di-skills tsa hao. Pleasure yena o nepahetse ene o na le pono ya ho nka mosebetsi ona a o etse career e phahameng. Ho kena lekaleng lena o tlhoka grade 10 kapa ka godimo. Maths, physical science di bohlokwa. Trades theory e ka o thusa. E kopanye le ba EXA kapa South African Institute of Electrical Engineers ho fumana ka menyetla le ka ditsela. Ha ile career ena e habedi, o ka etsa theory ya hao mane ko FET, di practicals o tla di etsa company. Ha se o qetile he, o ilo ngola trades test ya hao pele o ka ipitsa artisan.
My name is Cindy Malachi. I'm working here as an electrical ETDP at ATI. I've been working here for about 9 years now. I'm training the learners that are doing electrical millwrights. Okay, Pleasure.
Yes, ma'am.
We need to do task 1.
Okay.
So task 1 is wiring of sequence status. So what is expected from you is to design it according to the instructions. You must design both your main and the control circuit. The circuit, overall, the circuit must work according to these instructions, and please work safe.
All right.
Okay, and then there shouldn't be any tools, any damage to tools and equipment. Okay.
I'll do that step.
All right.
Let me pull some power moves. Leo ke bafethu kuyi-combo ye-electric slide coupled with the electric wave. Hello, we still at the ATI bafethu njengoba simkhombisa umlenze wokugcina wayo ke electrical apprenticeship eyenziwa uyena ke upleasure bafethu. Insizwa ke ithi charged up bafethu ukushaya i-final trade test yayo. But before we do that, uyazi ukuthi ngesizulu bathini amanzi nogesi into ezingahlangani bafethu, njengokuthi i-wheel jump nongacabangi into ezingahlangani. Asike ngushange we-jump lethu yakule viki nginikeze ke ama-clue amabini bafethu, which are your letters A and G bafethu. Thumela kumqhafazo moyazi impendulo. So upleasure une-plan, i-ATI ine-plan. Ngabe wena ke unayo i-plan? Because ma une-plan zonke into ziyahlangana. Ake sihambe sobona insizwa laphana iyoshaya i-task yakhe yokuqala bafethu, ishaya i-designing. Ngabe ke iyochuka ugesi imshiye uma-VT noma ke izinto ziyokhanya? Asazi.
You have to work here in pleasure.
Okay.
What we will need to do here is to design the sequence status. Okay. These are the standards that you need to achieve. The most important thing is that you must be able to draw the circuit diagram, use the correct size of conductors. All connections must be tied in accordingly to the standards. Please design it. I'll come back within 2 minutes and then I'll come and check it out for you. Then you explain to me why you design it in that particular manner, and then we can take it from there.
Okay, no problem.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thanks, man. Siku ra kusungula loko ni ta la ATI, Artisan Training Institute, into ni tsake ngopfu. Into loko ni fika lani ni vona vanhu va ku tala la workshop, embilwini ya mina ni byela ku ri lani ku laka ni excela, I have to be the best. Ma ku ri ndlela leyi a ni swi vonisa hi swona, ni vona vanhu va karhi va ri serious ku tirhiwa lani, ni vhele ni swi vona loko lani na mina ku laka ni va focused ngopfu, ni tirha vhele ni va the best. Okay, ma'am, I'm done.
You finished?
Designing this.
Okay, let's see what you've done here.
Okay.
Okay, can you please take me through this drawing and explain to me how it works, why you decided to design in this manner?
In this way, okay. Firstly, the instructions said that the emergency stop should stop both motors, so that's why the emergency stop is first there. And then the stop buttons.
Okay.
This is for motor 1 and this is for motor 2.
Okay.
And then there's over this normal open contact for motor 2 is so that motor 1 cannot stop while motor 2 is still running.
Okay. Yeah. First time ngibona uPleasure ngibone umuntu okey ukuthi afunde, and he was so interested. And that's what I saw when I first saw him. So this circuit diagram is perfect, it's 100%.
All right.
What I need you to do for me is to wire it up. So here's a panel and your wires, you can start.
All right.
Okay.
So now I'm going to wire my sequence starter.
Are you starting with your main or your control?
Now I'll start with my control circuit first. Okay, first I have to ensure that my panel is isolated.
Okay.
It's not connected to the power socket there. Okay, that's fine. All right. Actually, lexi nga endla ku ri ni nga give up i situation ya la kaya futhi, and futhi ya ku ri ntirho lowu ni nga wu dyondzela ni wu rhandza ngopfu, na passion for wona futhi.
There's nothing.
2 and then 3 neutral, 3 neutral now.
Okay.
So there's no power there.
Okay, and then we can start with your wiring.
Okay. I guess rapa straight or I am gonna move case. Mara, as an electrician, you have to stay safe. That's why before you have risk assessment, you end risk assessment and you isolate and lock out. So that ensures you or a power level we cutting off from your side, which enables you to work safely. Because look over what you then that the flow up nothing mistake so that's why we look at risk assessment, isolate and lock out so that you can work safely. Now much one. Oh yeah. Yep. I found it. I need to connect. Okay, so now I'm done with the top part. So now I have to continue with the rest. So now I will continue from this side and then come to this side.
Continue to return.
Now I need to, okay, I've already found my second point. Yeah, and then I need to find the second point of my normally open. I found this point already, which is this one. Now I need to find my other point of my normally open contact. Yes. When you get a reading that's below 0.5, then you know that you actually have a closed loop. So what I'm actually doing now, I'm forming a closed loop between my normal open contact and to where it's connected here. Yes, so that's how I know. So if I am to get a very high reading, then I'll know that that's not the one.
Izinto ezingenza ukuthi iblow up i-transformer ukuthi firstly the connection might not be connected accordingly. Maybe he used the wrong transformer for the incorrect load, so the load is higher than the transformer itself.
I found my first point of my coil, which I'm connecting to my overload.
Okay, on task 1, there were different types of cables and the colors. There's a meaning of each color. For example, if you're connecting on line 1, the indication of the live on the 3-phase is red. The indication on the second line on the 3-phase is white. The indication of the line 3 is blue. I think you finish it within the required time. But the bigger task is to see if it's working accordingly.
Yeah.
Stop the motors. Okay. The emergency stop must stop both motors at all times.
Ka task 1, ndivona ni tirha kahle ngopfu. Ntsakile na mina hi mina. I'm very proud of myself. I'm not doubt.
Okay, well done. You did well.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. We will continue with the next task, which is task number 2. All right. You can strip the panel.
Ka nnete ha o etsa mosebetsi wa di-skills tsa hao ho shebahala ho le bonolo. Pleasure yena o supile bokgoni ba theory le di-practicals. Mona naheng ya rona, di-electricians di a hlokahala. Ha ekaba o batla mosebetsi o motle and o patelang, nahana go ithutela go ba electrician go FET e leng haufi le wena. Bona he, ba sebetsa ka tsamaiso ya motlakase, ditukiso le tlhokomelo. O tlameha gore o bane le elo hloko, o rate go sebetsa ka matsogo and o sebetse ka tlase ha boima. Mahaslase, hopola gore hlolo e go ba hapeletsang. And mona careering ena he, o tlameha go tseba go supa diphoso. E leng seo Pleasure a tlo re etsetsang ko tasking e latelang.
Okay, Pleasure.
Yes, ma'am.
We need to do task 2. Task 2 is basically fault finding. This is the panel that we will be using.
Okay.
So it's a forward reverse star delta panel. Okay. So we will switch it on, we will run it, and then we will put the fault. The most important thing is that you must follow the right procedure to test it, and then you must fix it and then it must run.
All right, ma'am, I'll just that.
Okay, thank you. And it's 15 minutes per fault. All right. These are your stop-start buttons, okay? Your stop for your forward, stop, start for your reverse, and your stop, your emergency stop, your overload. Okay, so what I will do with you now, I'll switch it on, run it, okay? And then from there, we will put the fault, and then you need to find the fault and fix it.
All right.
Okay, please make sure that you don't take longer. 17 isikhathi ne?
Yes,
15
yeah.
minutes. So your motor runs in forward, and then it goes to your delta, overload stops.
All right.
Okay, it's moving towards which direction? It's going yearly.
Forward, yes.
All right. I see change again. Mele iye manje.
Okay.
Me iye. Put us to pleasure bekumele ayenze i-fault finding on a start delta forward reverse circuit. Bekumele ngimfakele i-problem emva kwalokho ayifune and afixe i-panel yami isebenze accordingly. Now I'm gonna ask you to leave. Just go and stand there by the door for
Few seconds.
2 seconds. I will put the fault and then you can come back and fix it for me. Let's see what happens now. Okay, you can switch it on, you can run it, but please work safe, ne?
All right.
Run it and observe what is happening. Medisebenze according to the circuit diagram and fix it. Okay. What should be happening?
Okay, it looks like my timer doesn't kick in. It's not energized, so it stays on star. Doesn't change to delta. Let me prove that. Okay. So my motor is supposed to change from star to delta, and it's not doing so for both directions.
Okay.
Yes, so now I have
Does
to...
it change the direction?
Yes, it does change the direction, but it doesn't
Stays
change,
on star.
it stays on star, it doesn't change to delta. A fault like a circuit clear, I'm changing look runner. I'll run in the forward direction, not reverse, but in the star mode. So what should happen there is that it should, after 10 seconds, the frankly change yaka delta marainga makshon. So the reason for that contact ya marketela ya timer liya ainga akhoila ko ainga energize wow. So that one. A fault liwe belongs to ngakile ka timer. So now kulaka ncheka so why inga energize because timer liwe energize and kulaka energize so ka motor le ita change yaka delta. So then it's not doing that. So now I'm tracing the fault. Check why. Okay, that's connected there. So now I'm checking which wires are connected and which wires are not connected according to the drawing. So it's very important to work according to the drawing. And always remember to tighten your connections to avoid loose connections, because loose connections causes sparks.
Most of the time being suka, one of the reasons ukuthi azokwazi ukuba free because I'm the mentor at the end of the day. So it might be good to feel comfortable. So I have to give him a space to relax and focus on the task that he has to do. Even though but I be far because I still need to observe the whole process.
I'm done.
Are you?
Yes.
Let's see.
Right. So let's see now if what I've done is correct or not. Yeah.
You must trust yourself. Did you test? Okay, you say you're done, you're still in time. Let me just check if you didn't create any bombs.
Any bombs? Lexi nga si tsakela ka task 2 i ku ri ni ni kota ku kuma fault wona within the specified time wona andzanga ni tlulisa nkarhi lowu va nga nyikiwa wona so fault leyi ni kota ku yi kuma ni locate ni yi fixa ka nkarhi lowu within the given time so hi swona swi nga ni tsakisa wona andzanga ni makateni ni va ya phambili ka nkarhi so a ni ri xikarhi
So let's check your mail. So we've managed to fix the fault. Well done. Kuthazi to upleasure bekumele ayenze i-fault finding ye-forward reverse delta. Ufikile lapha ku-panel yakhe wa-check-a i-circuit diagram wasayi-observe ukuthi isebenza kanjani and then ukwazile uku-identify ukuthi i-fault ikuphi wakwazi ukuyilungisa i-problem. Okay, pleasure.
Yes, ma'am.
You did very well.
Thank you very much.
Perfect. What I need you to do for me now, you just need to complete and do the fault finding procedure.
Okay.
Okay. And then we can continue. We will do task number 3, your last task.
Thank you very much, ma'am.
Okay, thanks.
Okay.
Le maphelong a rona ha ona le plane mara o ntse o etsa diphoso o tlamea hore o di fumane o di lokise ho ya ka plane ya hao. Pleasure yena o analytically o supile bokgoni le botsebi. Ha o le mosebetsing ona o na le experience o ka qala kgwebo ya hao wa itshebetsa ene di dingata di company tse le hore o ka sebetsa ho tsona ho ya ka o fapana. Mahaslas menyetla ha e emele motho wa tswa wena wa ilo iketsetsa ene tseba re ha ona le di skills o ka etsa sengwe le sengwe se o se batlang ha wa thibelleha ha ile mekgwa ya pleasure yona e nepile empa tasking ya o qetela o re bontsha di technical skills tsa hae.
Okay, pleasure.
Yes,
You
ma'am.
need to do the last task, which is task number 3. This task you need to test the 3-phase motor. Okay, so you are expected to do all the tests, all the electrical tests, including your continuity, insulation, and your mechanical checks. Please complete everything according to your standards, and then it should not take longer than 30 minutes. Okay, so this is your motor. You can start.
Hustlers, ama-circuit iwona ke ahambisa ugesi. Ugesi ke uwona ke umhlahlandlela ohambisa upleasure bafethu umkhanyisela eksasa ekudamile kusobala ukuthi i-trade test yakhe bafethu izoba impumelelo enkulu. Kodwa ngaphambi sibone ukuthi uqhuba kanjani bafethu asingene lapha na ku-main switch bafethu and turn you on yinikeza another clue which is the letter R. Ngithe ukuthi sizonceda thumela umqhafazo khona lapha ku-Twitter na ku-Facebook. Sisimasibuye emva kokhefu sibona ke i-actions net bafethu ishaya umsebenzi. But hey, hold it now. Composure. I guess it got bafethu. So we're after the break. See more energized. Siyabona.
Right, what I need you to do for me now, This is a 3-phase motor that you have to test. Please, you must do all the necessary tests that you need to do.
Okay.
That includes your continuity resistance test, your insulation, your mechanical checks, everything.
All right.
Okay. You need to fill up this document. You must make sure that the resistance is within 5% as is tabulated here. And then the insulation resistance between your conductors should at least be 1 mega ohm.
Okay.
Okay. All these standards should be achieved. Okay. And then you will fill all your details, the description of your test, where you tested, the actual reading, whether you accept it or reject it, and please reason it according to the regulation.
Task 3, I meant to you didn't test a 3-phase motor. You test us in a good condition or not.
Right. In case you need anything,
I'll give you a call.
Shout.
Okay.
Okay.
No problem. Okay. So now I'm about to do a test on this 3-phase motor. We do a test on motors to ensure whether they're functional or not, and whether they should be sent for repairs or not. Insulation resistance test between conductors and earth. That's test number 4, which will be between A1 and earth, B1 and earth, C1 and earth, A2 and earth, B2 and earth.
Ama-test le bekumele awaconducte, i-instrument test eyokuqala abekumele ayenze just to see the condition yama-instruments awasebenzisayo. Because at times it can happen that you blame the motor and you say the motor is faulty, yet it's not the motor but it's the instrument. So it's vital that he check the instrument. Okay, let's test it.
All right. These are part I'm supposed to get infinity. And that's what I have on my meter there. Okay. Aku testing kasho so kar so kufana na motor ni. Whether a motor or installation ya yindlu kulaka utinika nkarhi. Hambi swi fa swi tsanza nyana mara kulaka uva patient utinika nkarhi u testa loko swi tsanza nyana u tshama hansi u qavanga because u vutisa assistant wa wena ngaku na assistant swa kuna aswilo leswiwani vona ngaku a swi maki swona loko bukhini loko langutini ku nga va ku ri yini a problem ra mhaka where's my tape now? Jesus. I have to mark my windings so that I know what I'm testing. And my windings are in sets of 3, and I will name them according to A, B, and C. So my first set of windings, I will name it A, second B, and then third C.
I'm a problem while your motor. A motor might look like perfect inside and mechanically not right. And then he had rejected it. The reason being is there was a fan cover which was loose. So imagine if you have to go and run this motor 24 hours. You're running it, you're having this fan cover that is loose and it's making that sound.
A2 and B2. It's above 1 mega ohm as well. So there's no insulation break. I meant to mina namuntlha ngahlaya swa ku ri in pfune ngopfu ka hinkwaswo leswiwa in guiding ka task ta mina as vele she has been my mentor ever since nifika la a ATI la Artisan Training Institute. So she's always been there for me. That's why vele ku ri mentor ya mina yena nga komba the tricks of the trade na hinkwaswo leswi fanekele ni swi tiva. She showed me how to test to conduct fault finding and other aspects of the trade as well.
Okay. Pleasure.
All right.
Piece of wine.
Thank you very much. So now I'm discharging my windings. After using your insulation resistance test, we have to discharge to prevent that little shock.
Ku-task 3 sebenze kahle. Ku-task 3 ukwazile uku-rejecta imoto as the motor was not suitable to be used. Ufollowe wonke ama-standards and regulations as per the SANS book. So wesebenze kahle kakhulu.
So my conclusion will be from my tests, okay, seeing that from my mechanical checks, there are loose bolts and nuts, and there's no nameplate, so my motor test is unsuccessful. This motor is not ready for use because there's no nameplate. You won't know what type of motor it is, what type of connection to use on it. So my conclusion will be the motor is not acceptable for use. La ATI, Artisan Training Institute, ngijonze akuva munhu wangu, ngijonze kuva a hard worker, ngijonze kuva a better electrician. So I can say ever since ngitela ka training center leyiwani ngive munhu wangu avuton'wini, so ngidyondze swa ku tala tanihileswi mi vonaka layiwa comparing to 2 years ago, 3 years ago, we cince ngopfu wala. Se sweswinyana na swi kota na ku advise vanhu career wise, ni va leader to the right direction, you know. You don't have to actually force a person because I endla swilo leswi na wo swi endlaka. At the end of the day, it's all about passion, you know. Yeah. So I became more passionate ever since Ntelanga. I started loving, falling in love with this career.
Okay, pleasure. I do see that you've managed to do all the tests that were required according to the SANS standards. Everything is accordingly, mechanically and electrically. So your motor is electrically sound, but mechanically it fails. So you've managed to identify that. Well done.
Thank you very much, man.
You did well.
Thank you.
Welcome back.
Thank you very much, sir.
How did the tasks go? What was your... Yeah.
They went very well. They were challenging. Yeah, the one was challenging, but then yeah, I was focused, you know. I kept my focus and I was patient, and obviously speed as well is a technique. So yeah, it's very hard to actually keep speed and doing the right thing at the same time, you see. So yeah, it was a bit challenging, but yeah, I managed to pull all 3 tasks through. So yeah.
Well done.
Thank you very much.
Well done. So all those years of practice makes a difference. Eh?
Paid off, actually. Yeah.
I'm glad to hear it. I had a quick meeting with Cindy, who was your instructor and your assessor, and she gave me positive feedback. She said that you did very well.
Seriously?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
And the other good news is, and I'd like to compliment you, is on your attitude. She said that you have a very good attitude and she would recommend you for employment.
Oh, I'm very happy.
Is there anything else you need to know from us at this stage?
From you, all I want to know is, for all your students, how do you go about thanking them for their hard work and, you know, dedication?
You know, the one thing that we do try and give them is a quality learning experience. So that's our way of giving something back to the trades. That's why we describe ourselves as investing in engineering, because we invest not only time, but also effort in upgrading the facilities and maintaining certain standards. So that's our way of giving back, and then when we can find placement for our learners, that's also a way to recognize their good work.
All right.
I would like to congratulate you because we're going to put your name forward as a recommendation to one of our blue chip clients.
Oh, thank you very much.
It's an absolute pleasure.
Yeah, that's great news.
I'd really like to wish you all the best with your career.
Thank
I
you
know
very
you're
much.
going to do very well.
Thank you very much. Yeah, se noma ka interview sweswinyani ya hinkwaswo swilo swi fambe kahle ya va ni promise ku ri va ta ni recommenda swa ku ni kuma ntirho wa va electrician hi twa ni tsake ngopfu tsake blind la I feel happy right now a ni tivi swa ku ri ni nga ku yini wa vona loko ntirho lowu ni wu kuma ni ta va ni tsake ngopfu wa vona ku ri ni ta kota ku pfuna a family ya mina na mina ni ta kota ku ya ka yindlu ya mina ni baya trans wa vona hinkwaswo sweswo wa vona so ya ni tsake ngopfu mfita wa vona a ni tsake blind ngopfu so yeah to all my hustlers press up push up phanda.
Well done, Pleasure. Re bone ka wena gore se o se fumanang ha se o finyelletse di goals tsa hao ha se botlhokwa go fetisa se o bang sona ha se o finyelletse di goals tsa hao. Potso ya rona ya beke ena e tswa ko Andrew a re yena o batla go tseba ka menyetla e leng teng ya di learnership mane ko Free State. Je ka ha re bone ka our hustler menyetla ya di learnership di internship le tsona di bursary di a tholagala ko di local kapa provincial government e leng haufi le wena. Buisana le masepala wa Free State ba ka o thusa hobane ha ba batle di skills di tswela ka ntle ene sheba di learnership ko di company tse kgolo tse di leng mane ko Free State je ka bo Eskom, Telkom, bo Sasole ene hape Free State ena le internship program e tholagalang mane ko Office of the Premier e kopanye le bona ha e ka ba gona le go sa utlwang kapa ho sa o fumanang hopola o checkela Facebook kapa website ya rona ke emetse ya hao potso.
Flashing lights. Clearly there's light at the end of the tunnel, Bafethu. Oh, Pleasure, you didn't tell nimboard, nimbugen getoshi, Bafethu. From a guy who had no idea which ofunuhubaini to having that light bulb moment, Bafethu. Ding, I want to be a good electrician, and that he is, Bafethu. Hadala go and says for getting yourself a new job. But Nina Guy, did you have a light bulb moment, or do you have an idea which Eli Blake Masafuna Lapanabu jumble? Then sorry, gay. So it's because he needs the impendul. Ekamagata Silfuna he. Diagram and keep on sending those answers kona lapha na ku Twitter na ku Facebook bafethu kodwa mina ngifuna kamntambo ngidonsa zonke intambo sengiphuma kanje ngithatha xhumana kona lapha na ku Twitter na ku Facebook ku YouTube nama repeats go Thursday go 11 o'clock but now I am switching off the lights but you need to stay on and remember don't look down look up and stay up. I'm out.